Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy King James here. All right, listen, I'm here to change your mind on the Fara83, and give me a minute to do it. I've got a bunch of clips and a little bit of stuff that you probably aren't thinking about, and some comparisons with the Krig, with the QBZ, and with the GRA, the other three very popular ARs in Warzone right now. And to be honest, when I look at everything, the Fara's better. So give me a minute to change your mind, and I've got it all for you right now. All right, so let's first start by looking at the time to kill. And that's a really important thing for a lot of guys. And if you look at the Fara, this is the chest shot location. Okay, the Fara is better than the QBZ, the Krig, and the GRA, especially at range. It's quite a bit better. The time to kill, right here, you're at what, 865, 884, and the Fara is down here at 729. So it's almost 100 milliseconds or more, 150 milliseconds faster time to kill at range, and it is faster up close. Now this is all pretty tight, but let's be honest, it is the best one on here. Now that's chest. Now I know we have the new neck shot location, but to be honest, so the Krig has a good neck shot multiplier, but let's be honest, when you're shooting somebody between 50 and 150 meters, you're not hitting that sliver right there. You're not aiming for it. You're generally just shooting somebody when they're running by, and you're just getting them on wherever on the body that you can get them. It's going to be extremities, stomach, chest, head. You're just getting a blend of everything, right? So then we look at stomach. Okay, the Fara leads. Let's look at extremities, arms and legs. You're going to hit tons of those, especially when guys are far away. It also leads there. So the time to kill on the Fara is actually one of the best out of all the guns out there. But there are some things about the Fara that guys don't like. And this is what I'm talking about. So here's the Fara versus the Krig, QBZ, and the GRA. And one thing that's better about the Fara is it's got a higher rate of fire, so it makes it more forgiving. And that actually is a big thing, especially if you're a lower KD player. The higher a fire rate is, the easier it is to use a gun. So that's one thing you definitely want to keep in mind. Now, for the Fara, for the downsides, well, the ADS is a little slower than some of the other guns. Although, let's be honest, not that much slower than the Krig. But where it really bugs everybody and drove me crazy is the reload time. Look at the reload time, 3.17 versus 215, 215, 219. But this is where I have a trick for a broken attachment that's going to absolutely fix that problem. Let me show you. So on my QBZ video, DPape100 commented and saying, FYI, the 60 round fast mag gives you faster reload but doesn't impact ADS. So I decided to test that just to see if he was onto something. And well, here's the reload speed, and on the right is the fast mag and the left is the regular one. And watch right here. I get down to about 2.1 seconds, and right here, bang. Okay, see the reticle is back on the fast mag, but it's not on the regular Stenag 60. And a couple more frames and bang, there it is at 2.3 seconds. So then I wanted to test the ADS to see if he was right about that. And watch, the ADS on both guns is exactly the same. There's no difference. So that's the biggest downside of the Fara. So does it work on the Fara? Well, here's the reload. I got them both on the exact same frame to start, and I go across, and you can see here, this is the regular Stenag 60, and this is the fast mag. And watch it as I draw it across. Okay, look at the right one. Bang, mag's already back in, and when's the reticle? Right there at about 2.3 seconds. So instead of 2.2 like the other guns, 2.3 with the fast mag on here. And here's the regular reload speed. Look, it's coming down and it's not back until that 3.1 seconds. So the fast mag definitely goes faster. But what happens on the ADS? Well, just like the QBZ, check it out. No impact to ADS. So the 60 round fast mag, you can get the fast reload and fix the problem with the Fara, but you have no impact on ADS despite what the attachment says. So guys, this is gonna make the Fara as good as the Krig and have higher DPS and a faster time to kill. All right, and check out the visual recoil. Here's the Fara83 on the right versus the QBZ and the Krig. It didn't look much different. Here it is in slow-mo. See, there's no more visual recoil on the Fara than there is on the QBZ or on the Krig. But what about the actual recoil when you're shooting it? Well, let's have a look at that. So if you watched my QBZ versus Krig video, you know I did this exact same test. And I shot up the wall here with the QBZ to show how little recoil the QBZ has and how easy it is to control when you're doing a controlled shot, like as if you're trying to shoot at somebody. I got a nice pattern on the wall, and it's got a pretty good vertical with not very much horizontal. Now, there's definitely more horizontal on the Krig because that left and right action, but not a lot of vertical. But when you're actually shooting it, it's pretty easy. You can see it pulls right there at that one spot when you're going through the pattern, but look at how nice and clean that pattern is. Okay, now this is the Fara. Now the Fara's got a really fast fire time, so you can see the bullets are definitely really close together, but it's got a lot of vertical recoil control. But how is it when you're actually shooting it? Well, just like all the other guns, I had no problem getting a really nice smooth pattern on it. So despite this high vertical, it's got very little horizontal, and that high fire rate gives you a really nice smooth shooting pattern. That's one thing I like about high fire rate guns. But this is where the rubber meets the road, as that, your grandpa probably said. And here's a bunch of clips I put together of me using the gun at various ranges. And here's a bunch of close range ones. And even at close range, where an Axial Arms 3X is not the ideal scope to be using at that range, it still works incredibly well to be able to get the downs. And, it's got a nice smooth, right? Very little visual or actual recoil. The recoil is mostly vertical, so being able to get lots of shots and kills with it like that up close is really good. It's got decent mobility. I'm able to jump around and use it. And even when that, the kill streak came in, the camera's bouncing around, I still got no problem. This guy's already shooting me. Look at across there. Boom. These are some of those medium range shots where, you're shooting guys who are moving. And look at how easy it is to keep that controlled. Very little recoil. It's really awesome. And I can tell that the time to kill on this gun is as good as any of the other ones. And to be honest, when you looked at the time to kill chart, it was actually better. And look at these. Even when guys are peeking and running around, you can easily get those downs and get the thirst, even at long range. It works pretty good. Look at this guy running away right here. No problem. He had no chance to not get caught in any of that crossfire. And again, right here, he's way across there, right? Just a tiny bit of recoil that you got to make sure you're continuing to manage. And as you get used to the gun, you absolutely get used to that recoil and that you're able to control it. And just like the Krig or the QBZ, they all have their own individual recoil pattern, and you just sort of have to get used to it. But what about when you're shooting things that are really moving? And if you've watched any of my videos, you know how much I love guys that are in helicopters trying to squish people. Check this guy. Shot him right out of the helicopter, no problem, to save my buddy right there. Like, these are guys here that I prioritize when they're flying through the air. See that? Shot that guy out of the air and as he was flying. Here's another guy in a helicopter, jumps out. I jumped over the wall here. He was still moving on his way down. Boom, no problem, got the down. Guys are running around. Look at this guy flying in right here. Again, no problem getting the down right there using the gun. It's so easy to get nice, smooth shots with this thing and be able to get those hits. Another guy flying in. Check this out. Running. Boom. And that's what I'm talking about, guys. This thing is really good. I think a lot of people are sleeping on this gun because of that slow reload, but you put the fast mag on, you get 2.3 second reload. It's comparable with all the other guns in every way in terms of recoil and how easy it is to control, but it's got a faster time to kill. And I think everybody's sleeping on this thing. If you haven't tried it, you really should. And I think it's probably my new favorite AR. And if you like to be off meta a little bit because everybody's using the Krig, this honestly is the gun for you. I like the QBZ as well, but I think the Fara is better. I think it's probably the best AR in the game, at least for me right now, because it's high fire rate, easy to control, it's got just as much damage, and it reloads just as fast as every other gun. So let me show you my build. And I did the OTS 9 before, so check that out. But honestly, this is probably my favorite pairing right now in Rebirth Island. This pairing right here is working really well for me. So let me show you that. But just before I do, I want to say thank you to everybody who's been watching my videos and has recently subbed to the channel. I really appreciate all that love and support and the funny comments and the thumbs up on the video and all that. So guys, really appreciate that. Thank you so much for that, really and truly. And if you haven't subbed to the channel, consider subscribing, because I really try and make great content. And when you subscribe, it really does help small content creators just like me. And I've got lots of more stuff coming out. So make sure you subbed and hit the notification bell. All right, let me show you my Fara build. All right, so this is the base Fara83, and I'm using the Vulture Exo Blueprint, which I think came in the Battle Pass 100, Tier 100 last season, and then I've got Dark Matter on it. But it doesn't matter, you can just use the base gun, none of that actually makes any difference. Now, for the muzzle, GRU suppressor, sound suppression, vertical recoil control, bullet velocity, and effective damage range. Okay, coupled with the Spetsnaz RPK barrel, gives you more bullet velocity, horizontal recoil control, effective damage range, and vertical recoil control. So this will get your bullet velocity right to around 1125 meters per second, which is perfect for an AR. You don't really have to lead your shots all that much, and that's how you're able to get those moving shots that you saw me doing, where I was, following guys and lasering them out of the air. It's that high bullet velocity that allows you to do that. Now, for an optic, again, I'm running the Axial Arms 3X. Also popular, the Royal Cross 4. Run whatever one you want. Heck, some guys are even running the Microflex LED with this. If you wanted to carry it this way with maybe with a sniper, you can use any one of those and it'll work quite well. Now, for the underbarrel, running the Spetsnaz grip for the horizontal and vertical recoil control, because it's definitely going to help you when you're trying to get those long range shots. Now, this is where it's going to vary a little bit, and this is where we were talking about the magazine. Normally, we run the Spetsnaz 60. Because anything more than that has a pretty massive negative to ADS time, but it does give you a huge buff to reload, and you saw that buff to reload. But here's the thing, this mag right now is bugged, so it doesn't actually give you a negative to ADS speed, which is amazing. So you keep a regular ADS and you get a 2.3 second reload speed, and I'm telling you, this here is going to change your mind on the Fara. I use this now instead of the Krig, and it works amazing. All right, guys, give this a try. Try this gun out for a night and then come back to this video and hit me up in the comments and let me know whether you want to keep using it instead of the Krig or what your thoughts are. To be honest, this build, now that I fixed my major gripe with the gun, which is the reload speed, as soon as that was fixed, now I can capitalize on the smooth shooting, way higher RPM than all of the other meta guns right now. So it makes it very forgiving and easy to use. And despite having more vertical recoil, it's very easy to control. And you can definitely shoot it in a completely straight line just like that and get those downs, especially when you only have a very small window to get that shot off. I found myself able to do that no problem with this gun. So give it a shot and let me know your thoughts. It's changed mine, and I'll use this instead of the Krig. Even when I'm not filming for a video and I'm just playing with my friends, the Fara and the OTS-9 is my go-to loadout right now. It's so good. So give it a shot and let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'm going to have some more videos coming out in the next little while, so make sure that you're subbed and you got notifications on in the channel, because there's going to be lots more good stuff coming up next week for things that I'm working on. And check me out on Twitch. I stream on Twitch fairly regularly, Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, so check me out there. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. So if you don't see me in Warzone, if you don't see me in multiplayer, it's only a matter of time, baby. King James out.